What a day. Welcome back to my crazy life here on Rockfish Farm. I had a plan to get a whole lot of stuff done today, but that didn't happen. You know why? Because I have horses. This morning we fed the horses and I left before they were finished to go run some errands. Normally I wait for them to finish. Today I did not, so I go run into town, come back about lunchtime to go let them out, and Cheyenne calls me crying and frantic, and Dippin Dots was choking. So long story short, I had to drive her all the way to the vet. They had to put a tube in her nose to her stomach and kind of flush it out. So I'll throw the picture up. Don't worry, all of that is not all blood. It is a lot of water there. So she is fine now and she's in her stall. She's trying to come off of the sedation. We're not going to feed her tonight. She can have just grass. And then from here on out, note to self, wait for them to finish, number one. Number two, soak your alfalfa pellets for at least 12 hours to prevent choking. All right, so here's my plan for today. We are making some loaded burger bowls. So I've got to go harvest some lettuce from my garden. I've got a ton of it. And then we're gonna make up this dressing and then we'll go check on Dippin Dots. I've got some beautiful HollyHocks that I picked up earlier today when I was out. So we're gonna plant those in the garden and then we'll grill up our burgers and put it all together. This is such a great like springtime meal, especially when you have all that lettuce coming in. So here we go. Okay, I have you sitting on a basket of eggs today because I don't feel like going to get my stand. You can see the eggs down in that corner right there. Okay, so we are gonna make up this special sauce which is like our dressing for our burger bowls, okay? Super simple, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator to kind of marinate, and then we'll go check on Dippin Dots, and then we'll come back and grill up the burgers, and then put our salads together later. We'll talk about the items that you can put on there. So I have a half a cup, I'm just gonna eyeball all of this, a half a cup of mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of real maple syrup. So this is like our healthier version. A teaspoon of vinegar. I'm gonna use an apple cider vinegar today. You can use pretty much any vinegar that you would like. Okay, and then we have a half of a teaspoon of paprika. And then we're gonna do a dash of cayenne pepper. Maybe a little bit more than a dash. And then a dash of seasoned salt. My dashes are big today. And then we're gonna mix this up. I may have done a little bit more than a cup of mayo too. So it turns out like our special sauce on, you know, a big old Big Mac. All right, let's put this in the refrigerator and then go check on Dippin Dots, and then we'll see what's next. Okay, Dippy, let's see how you're doing. Hey, you're looking a little more awake. Oh, look at your nose. Oh, poor thing. Poor girl. I think maybe turn these fans off. Oh. So they stuck a tube. They tried both nostrils, and yeah. Oh, poor girl. Still coming off that sedation. Poor thing. Oh. So Dippin Dots is not okay right now. I've messaged the vet. She told me to give her this one medicine. My friend's got some, so I am rushing off to my friend's house to grab this medicine. And then she told me to keep her posted. So I put her out in the field. She's not eating, and she laid straight down, and all the other horses came up to her and were like, and she wasn't even shooing them away. So it's not good right now. Not good. Well, that was a rough night. After we came down and checked on her, we realized that she was still pretty much in distress. So we had to contact the vet again, and we got her some meds. And today she is doing much better. She has a cough every now and then. So we're gonna watch that and see. I'm gonna send the vet a message here in just a little bit. But she's doing much better today. And as you can see, very happily munching away. We are back on schedule today to plant these hollyhocks, which we are getting ready to go do. And then later this evening, when I go to finish out the loaded burger bowls, I'll show you how we put those together. I am here in the garden with these fun little hollyhocks. I'm going to show you where I'm going to put them in just a minute. So these are Queenie Purples hollyhocks. They actually only get 2 to 3 feet tall. They bloom in the summertime. We're going to space them out about 12 inches, and I'm going to do them in a clump. They like full sun, and they do like to stay well watered. And these are our perennial in zones 3 through 9. So they'll come back every year and just bloom their heads off all summer long. So aren't these the most fun color? Let me show you where I'm going to put them. Okay, so I thought right in here would be perfect. This bed I'm trying to work on a little bit this year, and I thought the color would just be so fun. I mean, look at that. So fun in front of this grass right here, and then the backdrop of this blue Atlas cedar, and just the little bit of blue there. I mean, it's just going to make these pop. We're going to place it on the edge of the bed. Since it's only 2 to 3 feet tall, I can place some other smaller things down like at the edges, but then we'll have like this little height here that will come up to that grass. And then when my verbena starts taking off there, let me go show you the color of that. I mean, it's just a really pretty purple. And so I thought this kind of magenta would be so striking with that purple in the background there. And then I do need to replace one of my Gatsby Gal hydrangeas here, but you can see they're blooming. This one is. So I have 3 of these. These get 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, and I have 3 of them here. And so that will be a huge like focal centerpiece, but look how good it will look when these 3 bushes are huge with all these beautiful white blooms and then the magenta pink over there. Of course, from this angle, you won't be able to see it, but looking the other way, I think it'll just be so striking. Got my little shovel, my kneeling pad, my gloves. Check for spiders, those black widows. They are all over my farm. Last year, I got bit by a black widow, and it was horrific pain. The worst pain I've ever felt. So, always checking my shoes and my gloves now. All done. Don't they look amazing? Oh, I think it's going to be so pretty when all of these bloom and get really tall and bushy, and oh, I think it's going to be so pretty when everything grows up here. That project is Done and off my list. So let's head into the kitchen and we will finish up dinner here. Okay, back in the kitchen, and I'm getting my hamburgers together. We're gonna grill them up like an actual hamburger. I've done some Worcestershire, some salt, and some pepper. If you need measurements, it's on our blog at rockfishfarm.com. So I'm just pattying them up, and then we're going to get these grilled, and then we'll finish it up. Okay, I'm gonna build up my plates or bowls, whatever you wanna do. So we're gonna put some lettuce on there. The hamburgers are grilling. And then some tomatoes, so anything that you would put on a burger. We've got some green onion. You can do red onion if you like. We've got some bacon. You can fry up bacon, or I'm gonna make it easy tonight and do these real bacon pieces. And then of course we've got some shredded cheese. And then we will put a couple pickles on here. All right, I'm just gonna make up the other one. We got this beautiful lettuce from the garden. It was the most beautiful head of lettuce. And there's so many out there, so I need to pick them. And what else? We got some bacon. We've got our special sauce dressing ready from last night. So we are just waiting on the burgers. He's out there, there he goes, to go check on them. All right, the burgers just came in. Look how good they look. You can chop it up, you can just put it on the top. The kids eat just the burgers, and then I'll fix some vegetables for them. For us, it's going right on top of the burger. And then we put our little special sauce dressing on there. Look how yummy that looks. I can't wait to eat it. Thank you all so much for joining us on the farm today. Hope you enjoyed. If you try this, let me know. Again, you can go to rockfishfarm.com to find the recipe and other recipes and to keep up with us in other ways. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.